At this point, we've considered the amount of transmitted light and the color of that light. We've even made the color fall off according to the surface normals. But in the real world, light does more than this. It also bends when it passes through a transparent material. This is called refraction. The index of refraction controls how much bending occurs. A value of 1.5 is good for simulating glass. An index of refraction of 1.0 is a theoretical number of light in a vacuum. So real-world materials generally fall in between 1 and 1.5, although gemstones and diamonds have a higher index of refraction, up to about 2 or 2.25. So this parameter really doesn't vary too much. However, setting this index of refraction, or IOR as it's sometimes called, isn't enough. Right now we're not seeing any light bending, in fact. In order to simulate refraction, you have to map the refraction component. Open the Maps rollout and click on Refraction. Go to Other in the browser. If you want to simulate refraction quickly, I recommend that you use thin wall refraction. Now, it drastically changed the way that the material looked because this component tends to dominate. I'm going to go back up to the top level of the material and turn down the refraction amount here. I'll set this at 10%. So now we're asking the light to refract just 10% of its total maximum value. And we're starting to see the teapot handle bend here. And look at how the surface of the teapot has a sort of disjointed appearance here as it passes into the material. We can compare what it looked like before and after by unchecking this box. There's before and there's after. You can set the thickness of the material within this map right here. It's called the thickness offset. And this has to do with how much the light is bent. When you have a thicker material, it will bend the light more. So if I set this to 0.75, you'll see that it has an effect. I'll set it back to its default of 0.5, which is fine here. Note that this geometry is not double-walled. We're simulating that thickness or double-walled nature with this map.